the Women's Super League. So 16 teams in this and playing to fill 2 slots in the Women's Super League. The Women's Super League climax the other week, and of course, Lady Doves qualify to represent Uganda in the CAF Regional Champions League qualifier, inaugural for the women. It's never been done, and Lady Doves must be scouting on these girls down there at the Technical Center in this particular edition, because it's from them that they can choose guys that can strengthen them ahead of the tournament, which is going to be strong. Teams from Kenya usually put up good performances at such tournaments, so Uganda has got to be ready for this. President Engineer Hisha Moses Magongo promising the girls the air tickets that will take them down to Kenya, I'm certain, for this CAF Regional CAF Champions League qualifier, the inaugural of which I've told you, and women's football in Uganda up and running. Reminder, yesterday 2 games, Luwero playing great football, coming from behind, winning up on a dynamic Jesus Senior Secondary School, 3-2, that one finished. And I've told you, King of Kings, I think they're yet to wake up, especially in the Port City. I know the girls have woken up because they've got another game today. There will be a rest day tomorrow. Then this Group A will climax on Tuesday. And from then, Group B will join, then like up to when we get to Group D, and the winner will be decided a little later this month. But still, it's football we talk, and like I promised you Ugandans, please, just keep watching this, because live football doesn't cease to happen. I think I may be joined by a colleague of mine, Joel Muita, down at the FUFA Technical Center in Jeru. Is Joel ready?
Good morning, UBC. Good morning, Uganda. Of course, it's a beautiful Mother's Day, wherever you're watching from. John Barnes, it's Lawrence Waniko, the
apologies, Lawrence. Tell Joel that I got a chindi side. It's okay. Lawrence, good morning, Lawrence. How is the Technical Center? You guys are very vastly knowledgeable about women football in Uganda. First, take Ugandans through what happened yesterday and where we're building into today. 2 fixtures, big fixtures coming up. Lawrence, I'm all ears.
Of course, it's a very good morning from the beautiful eastern part of Uganda, that's Jinja, and of course on the ground, that is FUFA Technical Center Njelu, in that we are in the FUFA Women Elite League season 2020-2021. Of course, as you've said, it's in 4 groups today. We are still in Group A, of course. Match day 2, that is, we're having 2 fixtures on the card. At 9 a.m. we'll be kick-starting with the Asubo Gafo ladies playing against Dynamic Jeza. And of course at noon, it will be Luwero Giants Queens playing against a team by the names of Kings of Kings. Today, we are going to give you, of course, a recap of what transpired inside the 2 games, where we saw Gafford losing to Kings of Kings, and of course, Dynamic Jeza losing 3-2 to Luwero Giants Queens. I'm being joined by a colleague, a friend, and of course, my fellow land friend, that is Shafik Mutebi, aka Owabachala.
Okay.
One of the women football encyclopedias we're having in Uganda. Shafik, a very good morning.
Good morning. It is a cloudy morning here at FUFA Technical Center in Jeru. As you've said, I'm Shafik Mutebi. Many know me as of the ladies. I've been covering women football for so long. Maybe that's why I'm here.
Yeah, of course, Shafik, a recap of yesterday, what happened. We had 2 games. Gafford losing to Kings of Kings, the newbies by a 1-0, and Luwero Giants surprisingly coming 2-0 down, and of course winning 3-2.
Yeah, Lawrence, I would say what transpired yesterday is like the day was dominated by surprises, because every team which had experience in the league, that is Dynamic, lost to Luwero Giants, the newbies, and again the experienced team, one of the most historical team, not so successful, but since 2015 they have been part of the league. That is Asubo Gafford ladies losing to newbies, King of Kings. By the way, King of Kings doesn't have much history in women football besides school football, so they are new in the league format. So I would say one of the most experienced team lost to the youngest team yesterday. So I will sum up yesterday games as the day was dominated by a lot of surprises after the experienced team are losing to the teams which are playing in their first season in the league.
Yeah, and it's today we are having, of course, a game that Gafford ladies must win in order for them to enlighten the chances of going to the quarterfinals.
Lawrence.
Gafford ladies, Shafika playing against.
Lawrence.
Yes, please.
Lawrence, I like to send my greetings to Shafiq Wabachara. I trust him when it comes to women's football. But please remind Ugandans that are starting this today. They missed match day 1. Remind them about what exactly the FUFA Women Elite League means. What happens for them? Are they playing for fun? What are they playing for actually? Please, before we go into today's games.
Actually, for starters, it's not playing for fun. But again, FUFA Women Elite League started way back 2015. Shafiq, just a recap of what someone wants to know the difference between the Elite League and, of course, the FUFA Women's Super League before we go into today's game.
Yeah, the Women Elite League started way back in 2015. That was the first season. And remember, the first season was played for only 5 months because of the decision that was taken by the FUFA executive to start the league in 2015, and they wanted the girls to get more playing time on the pitch before they get the chance to play in the national team. So that's how the FUFA Women's League started. And in 2019, in August at Kabila, there came a decision again from the executive after sitting down and proposed. Of course, the Jinsen Ninde proposal was put in place. That was the FUFA Women Super League, so that the girl child get another opportunity to compete because they thought increasing the league from the 2 leagues. By then we had the FUFA Women Light League and the FUFA Regional Leagues. To have the FUFA Women Super League, you get more clubs playing in the different leagues. That means getting more women, more girls playing the beautiful game. That was the 2019. But you can say since 2015 to date, FUFA Women Elite League is still played in Uganda, and the introduction of the FUFA Women Super League in 2019, having this first season in 2019. 2020, though due to COVID, the season didn't conclude as we expected. That's why we had the first season of the FUFA Women Super League for the year 2021, which Lady Doves won after beating UCU 2-1.
Of course, John Barnes, that's a small recap of what you've know about the FUFA Women Elite League.
Lawrence. As the teams walk onto that artificial turf down there, but now you can dwell into that game and exhaust it, because I trust you guys, especially Safiko Wabachara. Oh my goodness, that name. Go ahead.
Shafiq, a preview about Gafford ladies and Dynamic Jeza as we kickstart this game today.
Yeah, a brief preview about Dynamic SS Jeza and Gafford ladies. First of all, we come into today's game. Both teams losing their first games of the day. That is Dynamic losing to Luwelo Giants, and then Asubo losing to King of Kings, meaning this today's game is like a final for both teams, because any team losing today, they will be set packing. Maybe they will just play their last game for a fair play, because 3 points for them won't grant them a place in the quarterfinal. So it is a tight game. This will be the third time both teams are meeting, and surprisingly, the last 2 meetings have ended in favor of Gafford ladies, winning 2-1 and winning 3-0 against Dynamic SS Jeza away from home. And one of the most surprising thing is the team captain Shakira Mtiwa scoring in both games, meaning if she's still part of the Gafford ladies, maybe she can prove another something to see that their team at least earn the 3 points, maybe to enlighten their chances of reaching the quarterfinal, because they know. However, they have experience, but the experience didn't showcase in yesterday's game against King of Kings, because they scored none against the newbies, meaning they have to show a difference in today's game. Moreover, missing one of their players, that is Christina Mbirige, who started on bench, meaning one of the most experienced players is starting on the bench. Maybe the coaching Subuga has decided to start a new player, a player who can at least add something on the team, because yesterday the defense was exploited, the defense was splitted with those splitting passes through King of Kings players. So maybe Gafford ladies have something to lose, because when they lose, they will be out of the tournament. Same as Dynamic. If they lose today's game, they will be out in the tournament.
Yeah, John Barnes, of course, that's a small preview of the first game of the day, and that is Asubo Gafo Ladies playing against Dynamic Giza. Maybe anything
Lawrence,
else I will be adding on.
Yeah, Lawrence,
Yeah.
before you guys leave, we witness, of course, but let me remind you guys that the team on your screen now putting on that blue is Gafford Ladies, and the red is Dynamic. Now, Lawrence, do the girls express emotions the way men do? Because this is a cup final of sorts for them. They have to win. They lost their first game. But what were the emotions like, especially in the night and early in the morning?
Of course, the emotions were very high. Of course, losing the first game of the group stage, most times you try to, of course, you dim your chances, of course, of getting out of the group. Remember, Gafford is the most experienced side in Group A. So, to me, since yesterday they played the first game, and of course, today morning, I've seen such very much emotions from the players, trying to put up their spirits high to get that first win of the day. And of course, Dynamic Giza, of course, leading 2 goals by half time, and of course, losing 3-2 at 90 minutes. It was another level of lowering down their confidence. But again, they are here, trying to put up some good performance.
Okay, thank you very much, Lawrence Buanika and Shafiko Wabachala. You guys have been immense in terms of contributing to this special edition of the FUFA Women Elite League Match Day 2 as Peter Tai walks in Robadoba style to give you the commentary. We cross over to the technical center. It's Asubo Gafford Ladies against Dynamic Jesus Senior Secondary School. A winner of sorts, cup final of sorts for these two teams, and a winner takes it all because both of them lost their first games. See you at halftime. Peter Tai.
Very good morning, welcoming you to the FUFA Technical Center down in Jeru for today's game of football here. We hope that you'll be able to enjoy a wonderful Sunday morning of football. Well, hopefully we shall be able to enjoy everything there is to enjoy between the Asubo Ladies and Dynamic. Well, Dynamic actually coming to this game after being beaten by Luero in a game that ended 3-2 yesterday, as Dynamic were leading that game at halftime by 2-0, but actually gave away all the 3 points and the goals away as they were beaten yesterday. Asubo will actually try to see if they can come in this game. They also lost their game yesterday by 1-0. And I can assure you that both sides will try very much to see if they can go down and get something from today's game proper. Well, if they can, it will be very good for them. But if they can't, then trust me, it will be trouble for them. Dynamic with a changed kitty today. And on the other side, we shall be having the Asubo Ladies still putting on their traditional. But on the other side, Kabiri Scovia was very outstanding in her last game there for Asubo, conceding only 1 goal. But let's wait and see whether Apollo will be able to steer the side today. Donning on jersey number 11 on your screen, Janat Apollo. And the game definitely gets underway here as Gafford will be up against Dynamic. It's a very long ball forward now, trying to pick up the zones. Ball up front now. This is Namagembe Aisha. Collected at the midfield level there, stolen off the legs of Nuru Nachanzi. And that will be a throw-in now. Throw coming up here very quickly. Well, the sun rising very, very steadily here in Jinja. And hopefully it will be blessing us with a very good game today. This is the captain who loses the ball at the midfield. They're trying to get the ball away, but stolen up front again by the captain, Shakira Mitibwa. Driven away by Nagawa Dorothy. Front straight away to Nuru, the goalkeeper. Steadily and steadily, we shall be progressing. Divine Mirembe. Collected very well here by Nuru. Trying to switch that ball forward. The chase is not very bad. It's Katabike Lilian. Lets the ball away to the goalkeeper, Scovia Kabiri. Well, the referee has awarded a free kick in there, so just wait and see how far this will be rolling up now. Scovia. Away from Scovia. Just goes away for another throw in here for Dynamic. Slow start to the game, you have to admit. Very, very slow start to the game. So we have free kick now here to Asubo Gafford ladies. They'll be surely looking to see if they can win this game today. It's not going to be very easy. Away there by Shakira. Brushed away straight to the goalkeeper. Dynamic holding it gallantly well there. Scovia. Well, her movement, by the way, Scovia is very good when it comes down to goalkeeping. Her judgment of the game has been very exceptional. I don't know if she'll be able to do the same kind of skills today, but it's stolen away by the Gafford yet again. They want to kill this up. Ali Aisha. Put it away perfectly and finally swept away from danger by Nabukenya Shadia. Rachel. Nabukenya. Surrounded by Josephine Alubowa. Well, Josephine Alubowa, jersey number 4 on your screen, scored a goal against the Giants of Luero, but went on to lose that game. At the end of the day, she wasn't very, very happy with that loss. It's a wonderful morning, I have to admit. I don't know exactly where you're watching from, but the coach here, Subuga Jackson, will be very much impressed if his side can actually go down and collect all the maximum points today. Jackson there. So it's going to be a very easy run, really, but hopefully who can actually go down and win this game. So a bit of injury concerns we've actually seen in this competition. The injuries have been very, very much, most especially when it comes down to the knee injuries and the rest. The ones that have actually been pegging these girls a lot. Could be an issue over the playing surface. Most of our footballers used to playing on natural grass and gravel. Some of them very new to the artificial surface here. Well, Odongo Samuel will surely want to see if he can pick up the pieces. They will really need this win. Throw in. Began very quickly. The referee says a poor throw, so it was a poor throw. And it will be a ball that will be going on the other side. Seen a lot of those foul throws in this game. Foul. Referee awarding that. It's getting a little bit darker down in Njeru. But there's a free kick here to be begun very quickly by Natumanya. Franklin should be the one to sweep this one, but she rather leaves it away to jersey number 18, Namukaya Aisha. Aisha, the winger, shall be the one to send this ball here for Dynamic. Long from Namukaya into the box line, but there was a foul over there. Unfortunately for the Dynamic, it looks like they have decided to bench one of their goal scorers, Nachiyaga. Nachiyaga scored in the opening game against Luero, so she actually begins on the bench. They're replaced by jersey number 18, Namukaya Aisha. Well, the pressure is around the midfield there for both sides as they continue to press on slowly by slowly. Throw, Mirembe. Stolen away perfectly by Namakula. Trying to drop that ball forward. Dynamic beginning very well, but they don't end it up perfectly, I have to admit. That easily glides away for another throw in here. It's very open-ended match, I have to admit. Very, very much open-ended. The question remains is, how will this come to an end? Swept away perfectly, intercepted again. Dynamic trying to utilize all the pressure here, trying to see if they can get something for themselves. This should be a throw in to be brought in by Nakayiwa Miriam. Good play from Nuru. It's Nuru again, trying to drop that ball forward. There's a ball here, but unfortunately for Shakira, well, the referee says she was slightly offside on there. Well, they're trying to pan the pressure up here. Divine trying to put that ball onto this side here, trying to see if she can put this ball into the box on the other for Garford. This is Garford's Divine. It's brushed away, trying to look for Aisha. Intercepted perfectly there by Namusoke. Aisha again, swept away. It's a loose ball, deflected. Poorly swept away by Nakalia. Then this is Nakayiwa Miriam trying to balloon this. Over the bar, it goes for a goal kick. Just 10 minutes of the game played between Garford and Dynamic. It's an early morning clash on a wonderful Sunday like this. A 9 AM game here. The FUFA Women Elite League. Oops. For the captain this time, Fiona Namusoke, just could not keep that ball on play. Shakira, away by Namagembe. Fiona. Good control there by Aisha. Looking for Nuru, but stolen away at the midfield level. Away by Nalubowa Dafin. She was actually trying to open up on Namakula Fiona, but Fiona just couldn't be gotten, but they win themselves a throw-in. Good pressure here from Dynamic. They had the same kind of pace when they played against the Giants all the way from Luero. Losing that game by 3-2. We're leading at halftime by 2-0. Now they have a football on the ground. Miriam dropping that ball forward. They're looking for Apollo Janat. She's in the D. Polot's ball just easily gliding away to the goalkeeper, Kabiri Scovia. So jersey number 11, a Polot there. It's a very good run, you have to admit. The run was not that bad here from Nuru, trying to look for Polot, and the ball just surprisingly coming to her leg there. It was a good delivery, you can see this. She didn't expect that, but unfortunately just bouncing on her, and then they missed that glorious of a chance. Nakai bouncing through now, but the flag goes up. It's going to be a foul. Referee should have allowed it to continue because they already had the ball. That is Gafford. Now there will be a free kick now to Gafford. Now this is Group A. Gafford, Dynamic, and the Giants all the way from Luero in there. Free kick. And also not forgetting King of Kings. Well, King of Kings beginning very well against Gafford, beating them by 1-0. And King of Kings will be up against the Giants from Luero. But there's a free kick here for Nuru. Nachanzi with the delivery. Fortunately, she just does not utilize her pace on the ball to get that ball into the back of the net. Just easily glides away for a goal kick to be brought in by Kabiri Scovia. Good chance wasted by Nachanzi Noro there. It's away by Scovia, collected by Shakira, now intercepted by Namagembe. That just goes away there for a throw-in. To be Divine Mirembe to throw. Aisha. Divine. Swept away there by Claire Namatovu. The chase is coming through from Apollo, and the captain shielding the ball very well there. Namusoke Fiona goes away for a foul. You can actually hear the screams of the ladies here as they continue to counter that ball as they drop it forward here. Controlling it perfectly, Claire. At the midfield level, there was Recho. There is Sandra Nakalia. And Nakalia actually fouling on Shakira. It's a free kick. Sweeping ball forward now. Franklin Natumanya, who actually goes down. And the referee wants a word, I think, with Apollo, if I'm not mistaken. Need to get this a little bit right. Well, it's not Apollo from where I'm actually watching this from. It wasn't a very clear one. That was Nakai Madina, jersey number 16. She's been warned not to foul again, otherwise she'll be going to the book. Irene, to nobody in particular, rolls out for a throw in now to Dynamic. Dynamic, the school from Sunday, looking to see how they can put away this, but Bint Ibrahim Faizi failing to keep hold of the ball, goes for a throw. This is Miriam, away by Bint. Aisha looking for Namagembe, and defended perfectly well there by Nagawa Dorothy. Now Divine, Shakira. Well, the pass from Shakira was not very good. She's that kind of a lady that loves to play the ball very quickly. Shakira, the captain there. She loves to play the game very, very quickly. Sometimes she kind of locks in and forgets the ball. But throw, and it's very poor again. A foul throw began quickly, and also another foul throw. Divine Mirembe. Well, 2 wrongs does not equal 2 rights, and Divine Mirembe failing to throw and failing to capitalize on the mistake over the students of Dynamic. Was a loose ball. Natalia Sandra foul there. Well, the referee has actually been very busy today. Hopefully the ladies who are watching this will be very much impressed with the level of the game being played in Ugandan football. And for the very first time, we shall be having a team from Uganda actually playing at the continental level. Qualifiers, they need to qualify to play at the continental level. And that is a club all the way from Masindi, the Lady Doves, champions of the FUFA Women's Super League. And they'll get the chance to play qualifiers. They need to qualify, by the way, for the Champions League in the ladies category. So if they do qualify, then we shall be seeing the other African countries or clubs of the other African countries coming to Uganda to also play a game against a Ugandan side, and that will be the first time we shall be having that kind of showpiece in this country. That's the beauty of the game. Kabiri. Away by Namagembe. Swept there by Fiona. Now Claire. Well, 2 players chasing on the ball, but it was away for free kick, sorry, goal kick rather. Throw for Divine Mirembe. Shakira, Divine, beats one, lays it through, but controlled there by Nakalia. Sandra Nakalia trying to push that ball through. Namatovu on the chest here, slightly slow, you have to admit, and she goes for safety there because Namakula Fiona was closing in. Shakira trying to keep the ball out. Was away for a throw-in. Lugoa off the back of Mirembe Divine for another throw-in. Good play there from Namukaya Aisha. Throw here for Dynamic. They've actually had a very, very good 19 minutes, really putting the ladies of Gafford at bay. Namukaya. Aisha playing a little bit rough there, going in with an open studded boot. The referee says that's foul play, so it will be a free kick now to Gafford. Claire. Controlled there by Nalugowa. Throw again by Mirembe. Shakira. It's a good brushing header, looking for Apolot. Easily swept away there by Katabike. And that could be going out for corner. Yes, it's a corner. Corner kick. Corner. And it will be Namagembe Aisha to deliver this ball forward. Hopefully the likes of Apolot and Nachanzi can receive. Long ball in the D. Shakira was there, but again Shakira fouling and gives away the ball. Nagawa. Nachanzi. To the right she goes. It's a loose shot through, and Apolot is offside. by the goalkeeper Nuru Babirie. Repossessed at the midfield there. There was a loose ball from Nakai. Sandra as a miscue, controlled again in the D. And the goalkeeper coming to the rescue, Nuru Babirie. It's a big clearance from Babirie. It's away by Fiona. Asha. Divine fouling there. The referee wanting a word with Divine. It's a little bit harsh really if she receives that yellow card. Sometimes you can receive a yellow card for just kicking the ball away when the referee has blown that whistle. I'd like to take this time also to say a thank you to all those who are watching the game on the social media pages of UBC, most especially those on YouTube. We've got a lot of messages coming in from Dubai, Abu Dhabi, America, Australia. It was yesterday. So just a thank you from us here for supporting, of course, the talent of Uganda and also women football. Nagawa, Sandra, and that will be rushing out for a corner. It's corner here to Dynamic SS, the team from Jeza. And let's wait and see if Dynamic can actually get something here. It's a free kick. Or rather corner, sorry. Brought in by Aisha, and there was some bit of pulling and tagging there. The referee says that's going to be a foul here for Gafford. Well, some of these ladies, still very young in secondary school, senior 2, senior 3. We've seen some in senior 1, trying to showcase their skills of the game. And if all goes according to plan, we could be seeing some of these ladies actually competing at the higher level in their career if they continue to play the game really. And like I said yesterday, coming up very shortly will be the Pan-African Football Championship for schools. Free kick there. And that competition is dubbed the CAF FIFA Pan-African School Football Tournament. It will be coming up next year. We have competition mainly for the under 12s and 14, from 12 to 14. Will be done to compete in that competition across Africa, and most especially for those that are affiliated to CAF and FIFA. And Uganda, being affiliated to CAF and FIFA, will be competing in that competition. It's one of the competitions introduced by Africa's CAF president, that's Motsepe, the man from South Africa. Good skills over there, good skills there from Franklin. Now Sandra with her energy. It took 2 to actually foul her, Sandra. Look at the size of Sandra there. When she's in the midfield, just bogies and bullies the midfielders of Gafford. It's away by Namusoke. Shakira. Namagembe. Now Apollot. Oops. Well, she becomes very clever for herself, Apollot. And that just easily runs away for a throw-in now to Dynamic. So like I was saying, the competition for the schools competition will begin from the federation level, that is from Uganda. The schools from Uganda will be competing against each other. Then the winner from Uganda will go and play the winner from Kenya, the winner from Tanzania, the winner from Rwanda in what we call the Sekafa block. Basically, it's the region. We are under Sekafa. So the champions from the respective schools will be coming to compete in the Sekafa region. Then the winner from Sekafa goes and competes with the others in the finals. But there's a yellow card given away to Irene Nachiriowa. So that is how the competition for the schools will be going in. So when we have young ladies like this showcasing their skills early, like a school in the names of Dynamic we have seen here. Dynamic is one of them. The likes of Olila, the other. Maybe we can say Ugandan schools are actually preparing perfect and are prepared to go and compete in that competition. and possibly maybe we can be champions in the African continent. So if we can't win the African Cup of Nations at the higher level, we can win it in the schools level, or we can win it in the under-20. We saw our very own under-20 boys actually reaching the finals in there, if you do remember very well. Free kick. That just goes away for a throw in here to Dynamic. Now Dynamic will be the one to get this ball away. Franklin, Natumanya. Swept into the wing, controlled well. Dorothy. It's a very poor ball from Nakai Medina. That goes for throwing now to Dynamic. And confirmation of that yellow to Nachiriowa, jersey number 17. The defender not very pleased with herself after picking up that yellow. It's a fight for the ball, really. Namakeme brings down Aisha Namakaya. The referee warning her that that's a final foul, otherwise she'll be going down to the book. Still very much open-ended. It's a game that can swing to one way or the other. Coming up later, we have a mouth-watering game. Trust me, it's going to be a very, very interesting game coming up a little bit later at midday. That's our midday clash today. And surely that will be a very, very interesting game. It's a free kick now to Nakalia Sandra. Sandra will be looking to go a little long for this. Let's hope she can go longer. Sandra Nakalia to go for a free kick, a couple of yards away from the goal, but we've seen goals scored from such distance in the ladies' competition. And maybe Sandra will be looking to go a little bit long. She'll be fancying that. Long from Sandra, straight away to the goalkeeper, Nuru. Approaching the half-hour mark very shortly, Divine Mirembe. One pass back behind. Collected well by Nuru. Nachanzi with the left hook away and swept away by Lilian Katavike. Flicking on by Josephine Nabukenya. This is Bint. Bint again. Nalubowa. Mirembe standing stout there, and she's fouled in the process. The referee says, just a moment, there's a footballer for Dynamic on the ground, so that's the safety whistle. Aisha Namukaya not feeling very comfortable at the legs. Can see her raising that leg up, and she's complaining of a knee problem. Normally it's the knees that disturb the footballers. The knees are always the first to go. Oh, trust me, we have actually a very, very good medical team that's been very much responsible for the ladies here. Due to the pandemic of COVID, the SOPs are followed in this competition very, very religiously. The number of players reduced, the number of officials for each club reduced. And when you're accessing this facility, it has to be a face mask for you. That's why you see the medical personnel there donning on her face mask as she comes in to treat. And also, just remind you that the medical team was also reduced, by the way, so it's the same medical team for all the players, not each team coming with its medical personality that will make the number increase. Away by Lydian. Miriam brushed away. It's still 0-0 here. This is a Pollard. It's a rock in Fiona. Oh, no passing in there. Totally no passing. Fiona looking very tough and solid at the back. Nuru dropping easily, stolen away by Lillian. Nuru again. Here comes a Pollard in the D. She's offside. She's looking for her first goal in the competition. Janata Pollard. And this time she was on the wrong side of the pitch, getting herself a little offside, really. Franklin. Bint. Lillian. Number 2, Ruclair. Away by Mirembe. Now the chase is on. This is Namagembe Aisha onside. She does cross. And good goalkeeping really from Kabiri Scovia. Could have hurt herself in the process. She checks whether she's okay. Just remember it's artificial turf, so it's a little bit rough. It's plastic, so sometimes you can actually go with your skin in there. Again, good crossing from Namagende Aisha. Good goalkeeping, very good goalkeeping there from Kabiri Scovia. She judged the flight of that ball perfectly well. Good judgment, good arms, safety. Look at that. Well, the pressure continues. This is Davina Lubowa. All right, so sometimes you actually get a little bit confused on what to do to the ball. You either head it or kick it. And Nuru Nachanzi actually having a problem here. And fouling in the process. And I hope Natumanya Franklin is very much okay to continue the game. She is. And Fiona Namusoke will be there. Look at this here. Oops. Bam. Rugby. Oh, just reminding you that yesterday in rugby, there was a champion. The Cobs managed to be crowned the champions of the league. Apollot losing possession. Good play from Fiona, the captain. She tries to redeem the ball. Intercepted here. Long ball from Nakai, but Apollot a little bit slow on that. So the Uganda team that is getting ready for the Olympics, preparations on very, very high gear. Trust me, the athletes are not in any one way resting. Everyday training. Vivian Nuru going back to her goal. Throwing brought in, stolen away by Aisha Namagembe. Controlled by Apollo now. Swept away by the captain Fiona. Captain Fantastico today, Fiona. She's been like that ever since day one. And look at her, she just doesn't go away. It looks like Apoloti is having a problem to break down Fiona Namusoke, the captain of Dynamic. She's commanding the game from the back there, playing like a true central defender. So away by Fiona. Straight up to the goalkeeper on the far side. Nuru Babidie. Miriam Nakaiwa. Well, the pass from Nachanzi Nuru was not that bad, but really it wasn't read very well by Nakai Madina. Natumia. It's a miscue. Shakira. The referee awarding that for the free kick. The Irene Kiriowa was the player that was actually fouled. Began in very quickly, repossessed again. This is a chance to get something here for Gafford. But wherever they go, there is always a number 6 there, the captain, Fiona Namusoke. It's about 36 minutes of the game played already. Still 0-0 in this match. Dynamic and Gafford. Rush behind. Shakira. Good control. Swept away by Namakula. And the fight continues at the midfield level. Given away. And the referee actually judges that there was a free kick there. Long forward. Just listen to the sound of the boots clustering around. Throw it. Another throw for Gafford. And Divine Mirembe will be the one to send this ball long. Namagembe Aisha coming to the rescue, but this is Shakira. Now Divine. Trying to utilize that space well. And trying to look on, open up for Polot, but again, the captain is there, Fiona Namusoke. She's been very brilliant today, totally brilliant at the back. Polot onside, sweeps it back through. Be stolen away by Shakira. And now possessed well by Nabu Kenya. Easy does it for them. This is Bint. Foul. Ibrahim Bint. Faizi rather. Makula. Ball still in the air. It's a long ball from Recho, brushed away. Apollo. Aisha Namagembe. Oh dear, I think she wanted to cross that ball back to Apollo, but her legs just failed her, totally failed her there. Collected again by Shakira. One pass, two passes, onside. Can they get something here? The captain goes and the goalkeeper makes a save. What a save there from Chibiri Scovia. Well, trust me, Shakira Mutibwa won't be very pleased with that. Oh, disappointing for Shakira. And a very good save by Scovia Kabiri, the goalkeeper. Well, she won't be happy. Look at this. All alone on side. She went and went. The decision to shoot Ali was very poor, really. Again, good goalkeeping. That's world-class goalkeeping from Scovia Kabiri. Body on the line of fire. The team. Controlled by Binti, swept away by Recho. Yeah. There is going to free kick here with just about 4 minutes of no more time to play for. Brushing ball forward, the chest is on again. This is Aisha up against Fiona. The goalkeeper tried to come in and close that kind of gap that was created at the back there. It's very good sweeping, you have to admit. Mirembe, Shakira. Mirembe again. Poor pass it was. It's good play from Irene Mirembe. Irene Chiriowa. Shakira winning with a pass, looking for Apollo. Very heavy for a pass, really. The referee actually awarding a free kick. Apollo, was that Apollo? Rather, it was a chance in who was fouled in the process. And Irene Nachiriowa looking to go slightly long here. Nachiriowa. And begun by Rachel. One pass. Irene gives it away very cheaply. Sandra. Binti. Collected by Rachel. Now Kenya here. Looking for Franklin. Binti, Franklin, beats one, but good piece of defensive work again. Very good play there from Rachel. Just puts a leg there. Goes away for a throw-in now to Dynamic. So we have about 2 minutes of normal time to play for. No serious issues to complain about in regards to injuries. So I don't think if the referee will add very many minutes. Sandra. Franklin. Stolen away by Madina Nakai. And here is the captain. Easy does it for her there. Fiona Namusoke. Binti acting a little rough on that. Defended well there by Sandra Nakalia. Good play from Rachel. Onto the wing side, Madina looking to deliver. It's good delivery. And swept away by Lilian Katabike. Well, like I told you, that she plays like a true captain. She's almost everywhere. And I gets a knock on the chest part of her body, but she seems to be very much okay to continue the game. Fiona Namusoke. Look at this for collision. She is solid, totally solid. She will be able to continue this game. She's very much okay, you can see her there. Fiona. So we can say the 45 minutes are done here, just waiting for the referee's whistle. Shakira. They've added 1 minute. Ball through. Goalkeeper saves the day. Naluboa. Good play there from Aisha. Aisha again, trying to open up on Apollo now. Janet Apollo. Oh dear. A lack of accuracy there from Janet Apollo. Well, that's it. The referee blows the whistle to bring the first 45 minutes to an end. It's been wonderful here. Unfortunately, there is no goal scored between the two sides, Gafford and Dynamic. But trust me, we have seen some good performance, some good football, good movement of the ball from one wing to the other, as both sides try to look for that all-important goal, maybe that could send them to the next round. Reminding you that these two teams, Dynamic, were beaten by Luero, that was 3-2, and of course for Gafford, were beaten by King of Kings by 1-0. So both teams have actually lost a game before. So that's how it stands for now. So we shall be going in for the break. When I come back, it will be John Ban Sentemu to actually go down and analyze the first 45 minutes here. Well, between the two sides, Gafford up against Dynamic. Let's go for the break and we come back with John Bans.
Now you can withdraw mobile money at the lowest rate. You also get MTN Century Points when you deposit, send, and withdraw MTN mobile money. Visit our Momo agents countrywide and withdraw. From 1st May 2021, you go MTN.
What does it mean to be closer together? It's taking the last bus home for a surprise visit. Closer together is strangers finding a connection. It's bringing home something much more than a box. It's the warmth of home, or the beginning of something new. There's magic in sharing the things that we love, because it's those things that bring us close together.
Audio Jungle.
Welcome back from a great half of football down there at the FUFA Technical Center in Njero, where it's finished scoreless at halftime between Asubo, Gafford Ladies, and of course Dynamic. Two teams that are looking for a result, having lost their first games in this FUFA Women Elite League. Welcome Ugandans that are joining us for the first time this morning. We promised sport, and sport we deliver. We're giving you the Uganda Cup, we're giving you the FUFA Women's Super League, and now it's the FUFA Women Elite League. The Women Elite League is about, it's the big league version of women's football. Whoever wins this particular contest, not this particular as in this game in particular, but the FUFA Women Elite League, will qualify to go and play in the FUFA Women Super League, of which the FUFA Women Super League lost two teams, Makerere University Ladies and Isra Soccer Academy. So 4 groups down at the FUFA Technical Center in Njero between now and end of this month that will play to determine who qualifies to go up there to play where the Lady Doves of this world, the UCU Cardinals of this world are doing their thing. It's football today, and it's match day 2. Like I've told you, Asubo Lady Gaffords 0, and of course Dynamic Jesus Senior Secondary School 0. It's me, John Ban Sentemu, in studio at UBC, and of course my man on the ground, Shafiq Mutebi Owabachala. By the way, Shafiq Mutebi Owabachala is not about Abachala as we may know it literally. It's Owabachala in regards to his knowledge about women's football. He can tell you anything about women's football. He knows the age, he knows when they started playing football, he knows the touches they use even when playing football. He knows what he can predict, that she has the ball, she's going to do that. So that's why we call her that's why we call him Owabachala. And of course, the main man down there, Lawrence Buwanika, who I expect to come and join me now. Lawrence Buwanika, welcome back from a great half of football that for me is still scoreless, but a little interesting. Talk Ugandans through with that man, Owabachala, Shafiq Mutebi.
It's still a 0-0 at halftime on a very beautiful, cloudy morning Mother's Day here at the FUFA Technical Center Njero, between Asubo Gafford Ladies and the side by the names of Dynamic Jeza. Of course, the teams not even, to tell you what, John Barnes, for those of you who have been following the first half of this game, Gafford Ladies got that chance that they would have said that, of course, they would have gone to half time when they're leading by a 0-0 from the captain, that is Shakira Mutibwa. But again, of course, Kabiri coming in to save, to me, what I would call the save of the first 45 minutes of the game. Shafiq Mutebi is beside me right here. Of course, have a glimpse of what transpired in the first half of this game. Asubo Gafford Ladies still didn't get the better of the ball. With the chance, you would have said they would have put to the back of the net through the captain, Shakira Mutiwa, the experienced captain. Again, Shafiq, the experienced side is still struggling to get a goal. On one of the sides, I would say, can I call him one of the newbies in Group A in the Elite League? What's happening to Asubo Gafford ladies, Shafiq?
I think it is not happening only to Asubo Gafford. Maybe after a full year of not playing the beautiful game, everything now went back to normal. Same fitness levels, because a year without playing football, I think girls are still struggling to get back that the fitness they used to have. That's why maybe we are seeing a disappointing performance from Subo Gafford ladies, the team which you would think should have showed dominance in the game. Of course, they have almost the whole 45 minutes they had the ball. Dynamic came into this game with a lot of respect. If not respect, fear, because when they don't have the ball, all of them are almost behind the ball. 10 players are behind the ball. So Gafford ladies is not utilizing maybe that has not utilized that chance in the 45 minutes, and I think they could change the strategy because they came in with a 4-3-3. But I'm seeing Shakira Mutiwa almost up front trying to look for goals. But as you said, the 100% chance they got to score a goal. Of course, Skovia Kabiri came with that brilliant save to keep dynamic into this game. And I think Gafford should improve in the way they create chances, because since yesterday, of course, they have the ball, they keep the possession, but in that final third, I think they are not doing enough to create more chances, so that the likes of Janat Apollo, who scored 8 goals last season, who was the top scorer in the FUFA Women Elite League before the break due to COVID-19, I think maybe to get that opportunity to put Gafford up front against Dynamic. As I said before, the first 45 minutes, I think every team needs this game because they know how vital the 3 points means to both sides, and I think maybe that's why Dynamic is trying to maybe to be behind the ball to keep their defense compact, so that Gafford doesn't use the spaces or the lapses in their defense to get that chance to score the goal. And I think, if you ask me, I still surprised from the experienced side Gafford with all the time they have on the ball to create just one chance, which would have made put them up front by 1-0.
Shafiq, let's talk about it was by this time yesterday, whereby we went into half time in the first game, where Dynamic Jeza was having 2 goals against Luo Giants FC. But today I'm seeing a difference. I'm seeing a cautious Dynamic Jeza playing against Gafford. I don't know, they fear to concede a goal and they want to score a goal.
Yeah, yesterday it was after half time, it was 2-0 in favor of Dynamic SS Jeza. Against a newbies, against the team which they faced in region, and I think they came into yesterday's game as big contenders in yesterday's game, but coming in today's game, they know they're underdogs. They are playing one of the historical teams in women football, and I think you need to show some kind of respect to them, and I think they've done it in the first 45 minutes. And my question is, are they going to contain the same system, the same strategy they had in the first 45 minutes, so that at least they earn a point, maybe to push themselves into the last game, maybe with almost 50% chances of qualifying for the quarterfinals. So that is the question I ask myself, because the plan has worked well. They've not conceded in the first 45 minutes, and the question still stands: can they contain the strategy? Can they contain the system they played in the first 45 minutes, so that they keep that clean sheet, so that they have a point against one of the Giants teams in women football? So it is still a question in my head.
Coach Shafiq, what should you expect in the second half? Gafford ladies trying to push hard to get 3 points, and of course Dynamic Jeza don't want to concede a goal and they want to win a game. Gafford are yet to score a goal, but again they want to go on and win the game to get 3 points.
Yeah, Gafford has one of the experienced player on the bench, that is Shiba Zarango. who started yesterday's game. Maybe she didn't play to the coach's expectations. That's why she has started on the bench today. So she can come in the second half and add up something in the midfield, and maybe they can create more chances so that they score that goal. Then Dynamic SS Jeza, I think in terms of defending, Gafford ladies, they are doing it well, but they are not doing what they did in the first game against Luwero Giants yesterday in terms of attack. And you see each and every time they get the ball, almost when they cross the center line, they lose the ball. And goalkeeper Nulubabiri, the goalkeeper for Gafford, has enjoyed the holiday in the first 45 minutes. So to me, when if you ask me how the game will end, I will give the chance to Asubo Gafford ladies, because they have many time, they have spent almost each and every time on the ball. That's the challenge they have. The challenge they had in the first 45 minutes, that they didn't create more chances. So if you bring in Ashibazarong into the midfield, maybe in terms of creativity, they will be adding something. And so I think Gafford can still come up and win this game against Dynamic.
Of course, Shafiq is saying Gafford can come on and go on, rather can go on and get the 3 points today. John Barnes, that is for now. But of course, for those who are watching, UBS Inspiring Uganda, it's the FUFA Women Light League 2021, where Gafford are still being held by Dynamic Jeza. The game is still goalless at a cloudy morning at the FUFA Technical Center, Jero. See you at full time.
Thank you very much, Lawrence and Shafiq Mutebi Owabachala. You guys have broken it down, and I can't do it any better than that. But I remind Ugandans that we promised you sport, it's what we deliver. It's the FUFA Women Elite League, like my colleague Lawrence Bwanika down there at Njero has said. It's the big league version of women's football, and the top team, the finalists will qualify to play in the FUFA Women's Super League. Now, we go back to the stadium, and Peter Otai will be joining us for the commentary. See you at the end of the half. But remember, one of these teams is in big trouble if they don't win this game, because they lost to teams yesterday, and they must ensure they recoup some points before you go into the closing day of this group. That will be next Tuesday.
Second half will be underway very, very shortly, so still a game that can actually go to any side. Still 0-0 in here. It looks we could be having our substitution coming up shortly. That's the reason for the delay. Let's wait and confirm on that. There's a slight delay right now. Should be getting this on very shortly, but yeah, we shall be having a substitution. Well, Dynamic will be making that sub. Well, very many substitutions coming through. The Dynamic replacing Nachiriowa. Shall be confirming that slightly later. It's the reason of this delay here, really. Well, second half is underway. It is still 0-0. Waiting to see if we shall be able to pick the games in perfectly well here. A lot of energy. Long ball forward that by Recho, swept away. Miriam to throw his ball forward. Shakira losing possession. And now kept on play. Here they come. Shakira looking for the angle and defended perfectly well by Fiona. Well, there's a footballer down here for Dynamic. Sandra is on the ground, she's not moving, but possessed perfectly now. Here they come. This is Bint. Bint switching forward. Intercepted here by Shakira and swept away by the captain, Fiona. This is Apollo trying to lay that ball through. Fiona doing well. Apollo to the rescue yet again. Call for the handball. Nothing about that according to the referee. Well, Cynthia Morgan coming in for Nabu Kenya. Chance forward again. Apollo. What a West. Total West. Very, very big West, really. And Apollo apologizing for that miss. She had the best of chances to drop one in and just did not utilize that chance well. Well, a yellow card given away. Well, Nambirige coming in for Nachiriowa. Well, Nachiriowa getting out of the game, but that was the best chance for Apollo. Don't know exactly where her eyes were. There was a West, really. Offside. Turning and twisting. Throw coming up now to Dynamic. Well, confirmation of that yellow card to Nambirige. Jersey number 4, she has actually just come in. She came in as a replacement of Irina Chidiowa, and she's been booked there. Aisha switching that ball to Nuru. Nuru again trying to enter the box. And well, she keeps the ball on play well. Fortunately for Nuru, that goes away for corner. Her colleagues are busy making a lot of noise there, but that's how it is. Corner. Noro looking to swing that ball forward now. Can they get something in here? Looks like there's some bit of a problem inside the box. The referee will be blowing that whistle now. 5 minutes of the second play. It's punched away. Well, the half ball is not that bad. Another call for the handball. And the fight still continues. Apollo calls it back by Noro. Punched away by the keeper. Onside, Divine Mirembe. Chance here. It crosses the line. Well, Divine Mirembe will be celebrating on that, but I don't think if that is her goal. Interesting stuff. It could belong to Lilian Katavike. Just wait and confirm here. Gafford are leading by 1-0. Well, Divine Mirembe was the one that actually slid that ball through. But maybe the final touch was from Lillian there. We shall wait to see who is credited for the goal, but good ball in. Goalkeeper punched that ball. Look at Divine. That ball was actually going in, but it looks like Divine was the, sorry, that was Lillian was the final person to touch the ball. She remained down. Yeah, it's a goal. Goal coming in for Katabike Lillian. She's the goal scorer. She received the final touch on that ball. Lillian Katabike. It was a gamble. She had also missed, but very lucky that I think it was the knee that was the final touch on that. Gafford leading by 1-0 over Dynamic. Now Dynamic need to come back and chase on this one. Free kick. Scovia. Very big clearance there. Brushed away. That's a free kick. Just 54 minutes of this one played here. Tsume free kick now to Dynamic, and Sandra Kalia shall be the one to deliver. Sandra away by Aisha, swept away there by Fiona. Poor communication between Nuru and Aisha. Well, it looks like the goal has been given to the wrong person there. I actually did see Katarike Lillian scoring that goal. Well, actually, beg your pardon. Yeah, the goal was scored by Namatovu Claire. I'm having a little bit of a mix-up in there, but it was Claire Namatovu that scored that goal. It's been confirmed by the producer. Sorry about that. Claire Namatovu, jersey number 15, the defender, was the goal scorer rather. Oh, that's a free kick now on Pinti Ibrahim Faizi. It's free kick awarded. And Namatovu Claire's goal separating the two sides, the defender. And she's the one actually that scored the goal, Claire, and she fouls. Player number 2 scoring her first goal of the competition, and it looks like she has also entered the book of the referee, so it will be a free kick to be delivered by Franklin Natumanya. Franklin to deliver this one. She tries to curl this. She's looking for the top corner. Oof. Just fails to get that right, but it was a very good delivery really from Franklin. Not a bad delivery, so good it was. Could be a problem now on the goal scorer, Claire Namatovu. Could have taken a knock. Maybe she'll be able to continue. I think she took a cut to the lip there. Goal kick for Nakayua Miriam to be sent away. Miriam goes long. Collected well at the midfield there by Naluboa. And now swept away by Cynthia Morgan, waiting for the ball gallantly here. Mirembe. Now the chase is on. Apollo now. Janet crosses. Eludes everybody. Well played by Franklin Tumanya. Morgan Cynthia. Oh, that should be a foul. Matubu refuses to go down. Morgan Cynthia. Slight pull there from Tumanya Franklin on Shakira. So will be a free kick now to Gafford. Well, Cynthia Morgan, jersey number 8, has brought some bit of flair into the game, but it looks like Aisha's not very comfortable right now. Should have taken a knock there coming in from the young Natumanya Franklin. It's free kick to Gafford. Gafford beginning the competition with a loss. Ooh, it's not good. Medical team has to be called in very, very quickly. The captain feeling very well, you have to admit. It's not very good there. It was a very, very heavy foul. This is where the incident happened. Let's wait and watch this well. Let's see this. Oh, I think she did the head or something. She was complaining of a pain around the stomach area there, so I don't think you should be able to come into play. It looks like Gafford will be forced to make a substitution now because their captain, Shakira, I don't think he should be able to come back in this, really. Not with that kind of pain.
We are playing this one, please. It's fine. There is another one here.
Kaiwa. Crash through, here comes Apollo. Away. Finally booted away from danger. Shiba is now the captain. Looking for Nuru. Cross ball collected well. Nuru again with a right hook. Looking for Polot here. Be short on that and finally intercepted. Nakaiwa loses possession to Cynthia Morgan, but they replace the ball again. Rachel. Polot trying to chase on the ball. Oh, she can't keep the ball in play there. Oh, surprisingly, this is a surprise really. Shakira is back. Look at her. Well, I thought she was not coming back. The way she fell, it looks like the medical team did a very, very good job to make sure that Shakira is back in action. Now, the most interesting thing is that Shakira had already given away the armband, and you have to admit that the current captain right now is Zalwango Shiba. That's very interesting, really. Very, very interesting. Spirit of the captain does not want to actually give it away. Away by Shakira. That was a fast touch. Nuru. Defended well by Sandra Nakalia. Now 28 minutes of the clock remaining to play for here.
Nuru.
Shakira looking to Shiba. Shiba, long cross. Shakira goes down. It's a very heavy fall again. Hope she's okay. But I think she's actually fouled the ball this time. But it's Sandra Nakalia. Referee wants a word with somebody here. Free kick out to Gafford ladies. Miriam Nakaiwa to deliver this one forward. It's a big ball in the D. Collected here again. Salwango. Followed his offside. For control there from Nagawa Dorothy, just lost the flight of the ball there. Goes away for throw-in now. Still 1-0 Gafford. Goal scored by Namatovu Claire. It's a goal that actually is separating the two sides here. Bouncing ball to Scovia. There's a bit of bout of complaint on Janat. Coach not very happy with the striker Janat. Zalwangel. Aisha looking for Janat now. She's on side. All through. What a waste from Janat again. Could have made more steps forward, Janat. Just failing to utilize all the glorious chances that have actually gone her way. Janata Polot. Kaviri Scovia doing well. There she is. Should have continued with her run. From such a distance, it's very difficult, by the way, to beat the goalkeeper. Just could have continued with that run. She went in very early. Aisha. They're looking for Janet here. Controls, skews, gives it away. Fouls in the process there. Janet fouling Namukaya Aisha. Just about 24 minutes remaining for this match to come to an end. Dynamic trailing by 1-0 to Garford. Nakalia. Chess is on now. Here comes another chance. It's Morgan, but there's a foul on Claire Namatovu. Served by the referee's whistle. Namatovu Claire, the scorer of the goal. Away by Nambidige. Collected here by Salwango. Now intercepted there by Aisha with a cross. Deflects and it's in. Oh dear. I was so close. Thought it was actually in, but no, it was so close for a second goal. And now Garford will be making a substitution shortly. Now that was close. That was very close. The goalkeeper, Kabiri Scovia, was beaten totally. She was very lucky that the ball went away for a corner kick here. Well, you can actually see that that ball is a little bit out of its arc there, slightly very much in front. Brought in by Aisha. Oh, that's super goalkeeping from Kabiri Scovia.
Shiba.
Sandra looking for Cynthia Morgan. Nambidige. Divine, who gives the ball away, but lack of concentration there from Divine. And now we shall have a substitution. It will be Asabo Garford to make that sub. And it will be Apollo Janat coming out. The coach has had enough. And in comes jersey number 44, Namuli. Namuli actually began in the loss. The King of Kings, she began that game. Nuru brushed away. Franklin. Morgan. Cynthia Morgan trying to lay that ball through. But the goalkeeper is there quickly, Nuru Babidi. Would be disturbed with that, Nuru. Divine. Going down very easily. Well, looks like Divine will be moving a little bit ahead, and Namuli will be actually going to the back. She prefers playing in the mid, that is Divine. Now Namuli goes to the wing, Divine is in the center. It's a fast control, super control. It's a very good control of that ball. Trapping that ball sometimes can be very difficult, but Namuli actually made it look, that was Divine made it look very easy. Long by Rachel. Stolen away by Mirembe Divine. Tried to nick that ball through. There's nobody following that, but well, that idea was not very bad really. Use the space, use the space. We shall be having another substitution here. And it could be for Dynamic, if I'm not mistaken. Need to look out on this very critically. Yes, Nagawa Dorothy is coming out. And Nakiaga is coming in. Mirembe, look at that for a pass, looking for Namuli. It's collected well by Nakalia. Switch the ball through Claire. Rush on now. Namuli. Namuli, long pass. Ball control onto the wing side. Zalwango. That's disappointing from Zalwango. Shiba Zalwango. Repossessed now. Oh, this is good dodging. Fiona goes long, collected here by Shakira. Franklin. Morgan. It was actually rather it was Aliboa Daffin was fouled. Scored a goal in the game against Luero, and that ended 2 for them and 3 for the Luero side. Now they are trailing by 1-0. Tumanya Franklin will look to go slightly deeper into the forbidden area there and see if there will be anyone to get that ball. Franklin long. It's headed away gallantly there by Nambidige, central defender. Shall be having a corner, and Franklin shall be the one to sweep this again. She's been the one sweeping most of the balls here for Dynamic. She is the specialist now. Look at her. Trying to measure that. As a big ball inside the D, but this time it's very poor. Well, she put in a lot of mathematics on that one. And the vectors just totally disappeared. But she's a fine player, Natumanya Franklin. Salwanga. Nuru winning the foul of Franklin Natumanya. Free kick now to Garford. They're leading by 1-0, so they're currently trying to manage the game. Dynamic need this. They really, really need this. Miriam. That's a long ball through. Foul. Oh, the referee having a word with Divine. She's not very happy with Divine there. It's a final warning there for Divine, otherwise she'll be going to the book. Nakalia Sandra. Forward the ball goes now. Has failed to keep the ball on play. Good from Fiona. Muli. Magembe Aisha. Good play there from the captain, Fiona. Repossessed here again by Garford. Franklin Tumanya was the last player fouled in the process. And she wins a free kick here to Dynamic. They've actually gotten very many free kicks, Dynamic. Surely that will not be helping them whatsoever. They need to put the balls forward. Look at this, they've just given it away again. Drop ball through, chance here, goalkeeper to the rescue there. And, Nuru colliding with Scovia. Scovia in a lot of pain. Nuru also remains down, so the medical team has to be called again on the pitch. Well, Nuru shall be going to the book, if I'm not mistaken. That's the collision there. Well, she seems to be very much okay to continue this game. Scovia. Rachel doing well, swept away there. Morgan. Shakira to the rescue, but repossessed here by Miriam Nakayua. Ten minutes of normal time to play here. It's Miriam. It's away by Zalwango. Collected by Divine, possessed by Natumanya. Divine doing well. Still keeps hold of the ball there. What can she do is the question. She loops it in. Stolen away. There's a free kick there on Nalgoa Daffin. Salwango trying to nick that ball in. The pass was slightly very poor to open up on Nuru. Nuru currently is the one lead striking here as a replacement for Janat Apolot. Salwango. Nuru. It's begun raining in Jinja. Well, here comes a chance. Can they drop this? Good save from the keeper. Well, Nuru just throwing her body there. I thought it would be a corner, but so the corner. Nalubowa, Darwin. Actually very close to bringing dynamic back into the game. Darwin Nalubowa. Goal kick for Miriam Nakayua, but this is the chance here. Just failing to get the target well. Nalubowa. Morgan. Shakira doing well. Throw in here. Begun quickly by Franklin a while ago. Nalubowa chasing. Divine doing well. Kaiwa. Nuru on the chest. The captain is in trouble here, but she does well this time, Fiona. Wait a moment, that ball had crossed the line. Kaiwa. Yeah, Morgan using her energy. And again, good play from Shakira. Just shields the ball well for Morgan, just failing to get that ball through. But now they get a free kick. Cafford.
Leave them to play, please. Next game. Check it down, check it down.
This is Goya trying to venture forward. Big clearance away. Claire. Nambirige. Stolen away perfectly by Nachiaga. Could be a slight injury problems for Claire Namatu with the goal scorer. Does not look very, very comfortable. And now the medical team has to be called in. Totally changing down Ginger, totally changing. We're still waiting to see if we shall be able to have a complete game here. Four minutes of normal time remaining to play for here. It's still Garford leading by 1-0. Well, they continue to praise up. Ooh, that's a loose ball and dropping ball forward straight to the arms of Nuru. It's away from Nuru. It's bouncing ball forward here, now trying to keep the press as a one, but it shall be a free kick now, which has been awarded here. Three minutes and counting. Garford 1, Dynamic 0. And well, weather totally changing everything in the match right now. Brush deep down. Collected firmly by Morgan. Away by Rachel. Clipped away here by Nuru. Good control by Zalwango. Does that with a lot of ease, Zalwango. Super control. Trying to nick that ball through. Here she goes again. Brings it slightly behind, using her hand perfectly well, but the referee says there was some bit of a problem with that. Two minutes to go. Ball up front. Shakira now stolen away here by Dynamic in a good territory. Just failing to utilize all the chances they have in this. Still dropping and dropping, slowly by slowly. Long ball forward now, collected firmly. Dropping away, this could be a chance now. Can they get Cynthia Morgan away? Oh, the goalkeeper coming out to the rescue, Nuru. Pushing that ball away for a throw-in. Well, it's raining now in Jinja very, very heavily. And the falling drops of the rain totally cutting the sound from the pitch there, but we shall be able to restore that slightly. Miriam Nachiiwa rather. Miriam. Slight push again. Referee awards Zalwango with a free kick. And there was Cynthia Morgan that actually fouled. Ball away. This is a chase here for Binti. Well, Binti actually being slightly quiet in the second half, but she's very lucky she actually gets a free kick. And apologies coming in from Nambidige there. Just humbling herself right in front of the referee. We shall be playing 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes. There was the foul there from Nambidige. It's confirmation of the 4. Brought in perfectly. Whoa! Look at that for equalizer. Beauty of an equalizer coming in from Namukaya Aisha. She scores at the death. Dynamic are back in this game. What a sweet goal. Sweet goal from the free kick, dropping into the back of the net there. Beauty. We have seen sweet, sweet goals here. Didn't believe that could go in. But at the end of the day, Namukaya Aisha with the beauty of a long-range ball into, look at this here, boom! It's dropping into the back of the net. Well, the goalkeeper could not stop that, but look at this angle. The tactic was right. The flight of the ball was just timed perfectly to precision. That's a sweet goal. Beautiful, beautiful goal into the back of the net there. Gafford won, Dynamic won, and they are back in this competition. How about celebrating a goal like that with a good celebration? Long ball forward. They could be going for another here, but straight to the goalkeeper. Nuru. Clearing that ball forward now. Collected perfectly at the midfield. It's Rachel. They have 2 minutes to play. Flag goes up for the offside. Scovia, Kibiri. Well, the flag is up for the offside. It will be a free kick now to be brought in by Fiona Namusoke. Should be looking to deliver this one forward. Long from Fiona. Well, Nambirige, the one who gave away the free kick. And the pressure keeps on. Morgan is battling it out there with Shakira. And Shakira beginning quickly. A nice play there from Salwango. They want to begin this. Just seconds away. 1 minute and a few seconds to go. Still 1-1 here. Long ball forward. Flick through. Free kick here for Dynamic. Dynamic continue to venture. Now, here they come. Swept away there by Nambirige. Sent back into the far side of the pitch here. Dynamic will be looking very much to collect this, but the flag is up for the offside. Still raining in Ginger. Shakira here for Garford. She tries to get a penalty. Does she get? The referee says no. Well, the 4 minutes are already up now. We're currently on borrowed time. It's a deep ball into the forbidden area. Away by Nakalia. Recho. Zalwango. Poor. Divine is on side, but the flag is up now for the offside. Just waiting for the center referee to blow the whistle. Gafford won, Dynamic won. It's been a dynamic game today. It's a very good goal, and there you go. The referee blows the final whistle to bring this match to an end. Gafford were surely marching along. It took Dynamic 91 minutes to score. Disappointment for Shakira there. She had all the best of chances to have scored a goal a while ago. Did not utilize those chances. Same was the case with Apollo Janat. Just failing to utilize their chances there. You can see on the picture, the Gafford ladies are totally gaffled around. Totally can't believe what's going on in here. The complaints have now begun. The cries are here. Totally disappointed. They were leading, and in the 91st minute, a goal coming in from Aisha Namukaya is the reason as why the players are crying on the pitch. But they still have one match to play for. You don't know exactly what will be coming from that match, but also that will depend on the next game coming up later between King of Kings up against the Luero Giants. For Dynamic, they'll be very happy that this has gone their way. For now, we go down to a break. Then after the break, it will be John Ban Sentemu for the recap of this match. Don't go away.
The Presidential Initiative on Wealth and Job Creation, EMYOGA, was launched by the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri